Hey, this is Merritt from ASG Unlimited. We're proud to announce that we are now partnering with JL Media today. ASG Unlimited was established in 2004. ASG Unlimited provides brand consistency across all media types. In addition to signage, ASG Unlimited also offers logo apparel, promotional items, exhibits, displays, and vehicle graphics, awning, and a full-service install and repair team for all our product lines. With our graphic design department, ASG Unlimited works directly with our clients to develop their ideal image or update their current marketing, all to ensure brand identity and image across all media types and marketing material. ASG Unlimited is located at 3747 South Meridian Street, Indianapolis, Indiana 46217. Call Merritt at 317-786-SIGN. That's 317-786-7446. We can't wait to help you with all your design, signs, and marketing solutions.
It is live from another episode, and we are back at Oaken Barrel in Greenwood. Very first live from was held here, and we're back. We just love this place.
We do. It's my favorite place to eat.
That voice you just heard is the lovely Merritt Day with ASG Unlimited. How are you, darling?
I am excellent, Johnny. How are you?
I'm busy. Busy and loving it, as long as I'm alive, which
You got
is
it.
questionable these days. But here we are. What's going on with ASG?
We are busy. It is swamped. You'd think that you'd stay really busy in the summertime, but our fall is our peak season, so we're staying really busy and loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Now, you guys are very busy over there. The whole time I've known you guys, you've been busy, though.
Now it's getting to the point where I eat, sleep, and breathe ASG. So I'm on the phone with my clients at like 9:30 at night. They're like, I need this by Thursday. Can you get it to me by Thursday? One in particular, and he happens to be joining us today, the owner of Advanced Limousine Services, Mr. KJ Carter.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, brother.
Hello, sir.
You sat down with us at Gen Con
That's correct.
on another show.
That's correct. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I've got my hands in more than one thing.
That sounds like me as well. I actually met a couple here last week, and everybody was introducing herself, and I said, I'm JL Media. Wait, I'm Johnny. So I understand, living and breathing it. KJ, what's going on with Advanced Limo, bro?
Well, Advanced Limousines, in the summertime, we do a lot of weddings, concerts, things like that. So we're starting to wind down just a little bit. We'll stay steady right up to about Thanksgiving time before we start slowing down a little bit.
A lot of weddings.
You got it.
I work with a wedding officiant here in town. We just started a new show with.
No, I didn't know that.
I've got to hook you up with the Hot Reverend.
Huh.
A wedding officiant. She owns Indiana Wedding Designs.
I know Angel real well.
You know Angel.
Yes, sir.
We just started a show with her.
Oh, that's nice.
Funny program. If you guys haven't got a chance to hear her show yet, it is amazing.
It's geared toward a ladies' night, which is a lot of fun to talk about at 2:30 in the afternoon from Oaken Barrel Brewing Company, where we are today.
I like to talk about ladies' nights.
I do, too. We probably shouldn't on the air, though, huh? Unless we're sitting with them.
Have you ever met John and Quan?
That's a good point. They're walking around here drinking, not paying any attention to us. Are you, John? He's still working.
He's got to go get a refill.
A serial entrepreneur, KJ. You own Advanced Limo.
Yes, sir. Advanced Limousines.
Okay, what else do you do?
So we've got the haunted house that we do right downtown Indianapolis. House of Trepadation, 1929 South Meridian Street.
Right downtown. I remember talking about this at Gen Con. Tell us a little bit about Trepadation. We're open now, right?
That's right. That's right. We open Friday night, 7 o'clock. Primarily open on the weekends. This week it'll open Friday 7 and Saturday at 7.
Okay, no Sunday stuff.
No Sundays, not
Saving
yet.
that for The Walking Dead.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
You got it.
So
Got to watch some football.
And, a little bit of football. That's earlier in the day, though. So you already had your open house. How did that go?
Opening weekend went real well. Real well. Our attendance was up significantly from last year, which is a great thing. But the response we got from the people that attended was amazing.
Well, you were telling us earlier about, all the new things that you had going on and all the people that were working there.
That's right.
Are there any surprises since you sat down with us at Gen Con? Any big changes that came up?
Not anything too drastic. We kind of just we planned it out really well. It's not just a kind of a thrown together type show. We sit down with blueprints and designs and ideas, and we kind of put it all together. and then we execute it, and then those designs kind of evolve as the build process comes through. But at Gen Con, we were about 80%. So everything has fallen right into place very well. We've got a couple things we're still buttoning up. Our build team will be there today and tomorrow, finishing up before we open on Friday.
Okay, how many people do you have on staff this year?
So we hired 104 actors, and then our security team is 7. Our makeup and wardrobe and costuming team is 7. So we've got a significant team behind us.
That sounds like a big production there.
He does. KJ did really cool videos at the beginning of the season before it opened, where he took everybody behind the scenes of the haunted house, and some of the things that he was saying. It's awesome to see it from that perspective.
Sure.
I was watching intently, like I was watching a TV show. It was awesome.
Were there any scares from behind the scenes? Did you get scared, Merritt?
No, but I'll tell you guys a funny story. So KJ is a very kind soul, and he does a lot of charity work, and my son is obsessed with haunted houses, even though he's never went through one during the day. And he would go with me on deliveries to deliver KJ's signs.
Because we're using ASG for all of our signage and banners.
As well as everyone should be.
Yeah. So we went to go deliver some stuff, and he kept saying, Mom, I want to go through this. I want to go through this. And I'm like, buddy, you can't. Well, bless KJ's heart, he let Riker go through in the middle of the day with no actors, and he got to walk through all 3 of the attractions last year. And there was one thing at the very, very last room that we went into of, it was like an animated thing where it spit water into a jug. And Riker turned that corner and activated the sensor and about lost it. I think he turned white as a ghost, and he just booked it and took on out as fast as he could.
Now, we learned from down in Franklin at the Chad Smith episode that Riker is a little ladies' man.
He is. It's terrible. He takes after my husband.
Your husband's a ladies' man?
He is. He is.
That's kind of scary.
Yep.
Okay.
He is. He's very friendly with the ladies.
And how old is Riker?
He's 6.
Well, see, now, Riker was not going for other 6-year-olds. He was hanging out with the 40-year-old women and doing all right, which surprised me. I looked up to the kid.
Yeah.
So he's got it understood at an early age.
He does.
I can't wait to drink more with his dad. I can tell you that right now.
We'll sit around and talk about ladies' nights.
We didn't spend that much time together at the benefit there in Franklin, but I'm going to get Mike out, and we're going to have a few beers, and he's going to tell me some stories about Miss Merritt Day.
Oh, no. We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. That's what I'll do. I'll get him out, we'll have a few drinks, and I'll just record it.
There you go.
Which
guys
is
are
what
so
I
mean
do.
To me.
And it is live from, we are back at the Oaken Barrel Brewing Company in beautiful Greenwood. I love this place. We did our first episode of Indie Brew Battle here this season.
Yes, we did.
So we were back for that. Phenomenal. I bought my very first growler. I fell in love with a couple of the beers and a couple of the bartenders. But I wanted to mention something on the show. I actually took a picture of it. I love coming to Greenwood. When I get off the exit coming south, there's a huge American flag.
Yes.
Blowing in the breeze.
It's at Camping World.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the parking lot of Camping World.
Well, shout out to Camping World. I absolutely love that flag. Every time I pass it on 65, I always notice it. But I got in here, and I was feeling all proud and prideful and everything, and I was walking around taking pictures of beautiful Oaken Barrel. There's a flag hanging in the dining room in there as well.
Yep.
I didn't notice it before. So
Yes.
shout out to Kwan, who is Korean. He's got an American flag in here. He's American as I am. I love the guy. And again, love the Oaken Barrel.
There's an American flag hanging in the lobby at Trepadation.
Really?
Really.
Oh, more respect to Trepadation. That's beautiful. Yeah. That is beautiful.
Have you ate here before, KJ?
I haven't. We've been here a number of times. Advanced Limousines visits this place regularly with our brew tours and our winery tours.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I've never eaten here. I've been here probably 3 dozen times. Never been sitting at a table.
I will attest. It is the best food on the south side.
Nice.
I mean, I'm speechless. Like, the ingredients that they buy and the way they prepare it and the menu is amazing. So, everybody always has a contest of who has the best tenderloin in the state. Their tenderloins here are by far the best. And then a few other things.
Maybe we're going to try it out today then.
You need to.
I haven't had any lunch yet.
Or the Kwan's Dynamite Shrimp. Oh, my gosh.
A few other things. They were giving me hell earlier, KJ.
That's probably not hard to do.
Well, when I come in, this is like work to me.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I drink a little bit, it is work to me. So I don't eat when I come to these things. So,
hanging out at the Oaken Barrel all day sounds like work to me.
When
yeah.
I love my job there. When I come down here and set up and everything, it's one thing. But I've come for a couple of meetings, and I did have the boneless wings, and just the boneless wings naked, I flip and love.
There you go.
And I've never, because it seems simple. It seems simple and easy and quick, and so now they're picking at me, saying that's all I eat. It's like a kid's menu. But
Well, I like food if you can't tell, so I think we're going to try it out today.
we're definitely going to do something here.
Yeah.
Tell me more about Trepadation, man. How long are you going to be open this season?
Trepadation, we open till Halloween, which is on a Monday this year. So we're going to be open every weekend all the way through Halloween with a couple Thursdays in there, a couple Sundays in there. You can find all that information at 317haunts.com. Our schedule and times, everything is on there.
Well, there's a lot of people that love haunted houses. It is a seasonal thing there. Have you ever tried to stay open like a week later or special events do you do?
We haven't tried it yet. So we've been in the industry about 26 years.
I guess you would know better now.
Yeah, we're the designers of a very successful haunted house here in the market. And through a difference of opinions, the management team fell apart, and a majority of the build team landed at Trepadation.
Okay.
So we're building that up from nothing. And with this only being our second year, people not knowing a whole lot about us just yet, we're not really staying open past the Halloween just yet.
Sure. We're definitely getting the word out for you.
In the future, we're going to do that, Johnny. We're going to do like a zombie prom, a Bloody Valentine's Day, maybe a Christmas in July.
See, every one of those sound perfect. As a horror fan, that sounds wonderful to me. I love the entertainment lifestyle. I'm not a huge fan of going and standing in the line. I guess back from my managerial days, I kind of got
They have awesome
spoiled.
VIP passes at House of Trepadation where you don't have to wait in line.
I was going. Tell me about these.
Yeah, so you can add the VIP experience right to your ticket. Right, you can buy them online right at 317haunts.com. You can get them at the ticket booth. When you come up, you're going to cut 60% of the wait.
Wow. Okay. What else does a VIP ticket entail? I mean, can you sit down with Riker for him to give you a few pointers on the ladies? Or
You probably could. We could probably set that up.
You can.
I don't know if he'd be much of a tour guide, though.
Oh, he would. He's a very...
right into the last room.
His imagination just goes and goes.
All right.
He's beloved by all my clients, that's for sure.
Well, what is going on with Scott over there at ASG?
Nothing, just staying busy. We've brought on a whole slew of new clients. KJ keeps us very busy at this time of year, so he'll call me needing something the same day at noon and say, "Can you get this for me?" Of course we can. We always get his signage.
I give her 20 minutes notice.
We just made him some amazing hats. They turned out fantastic, if I don't say so myself. And you can buy those at House of Trepadation.
Absolutely.
The stitching looks amazing. Okay. So they're like toboggan hats.
What about the Limo company? You doing anything with those guys?
We do. We do signage for them and banners.
I kind of put him on the spot. That way, if you didn't say, she's so wonderful. Why
ASG is our go-to. That's a promise. I heard the customer service is amazing.
Did you know that the reason that JL Media is my client is because of you?
No, I didn't.
Yep. One of the very first posts you tagged me in, Mandy was asking for somebody to do their shirts, and you tagged me. I sent her a message, and she immediately, on your recommendation, contacted only me.
Nice.
And we've had a relationship with them ever since.
That's great.
Social media networking is wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a new way of business, that's for sure.
It is. And it is a wonderful business here. We're going to find out all about what's going on at Oaken Barrel as soon as they get a minute, which is... normally they are not as big at 2:30 in the afternoon as they are right now.
Well, Apple Buzz is getting ready to come out, so I know they're hard at work trying to get that all prepared.
I think that's why John is running around here all crazy. And
I do want to do a plug, though. I had the pleasure last night of using Advanced Limousines for myself and my family.
Tell them why.
So I told KJ it was our faux anniversary, my husband and I's faux anniversary, and we wanted to go on a Pokemon Go tour.
Oh, my God.
My husband, unfortunately, always has to drive when we go downtown to do this, and I thought it'd be nice for him to just be able to kick back and relax and spend some time with the kids. And I approached KJ and said, hey, is this something that we could work out? And it was awesome. The kids had a great time. We had some friends of ours come down. We just drove around downtown, and it was awesome.
So let's hear it. How many did you catch?
Oh, more than I can even tell you. It was awesome. We had so many people stop and ask us what we were doing. Last night there was something really big going on downtown with the IndyCar drivers. It was like a dinner or the presentations or something. And when we got out of the limo, everybody was expecting it to be like an IndyCar driver when we were downtown on the circle. And we had like 4 or 5 people come up and say, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "It's a Pokemon Go tour." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, where do I sign up for that?" It was awesome.
So is this going to be a new thing you're looking into?
Well, we launched it about.
I just don't get it, darling. I'm sorry.
We launched it about
fun.
2 months ago, Johnny. When the craze started, and I tell you, it's very popular with birthdays.
Really?
It's the new birthday party entertainment. But rumor has it there's going to be a very unique Pokemon this weekend at Trepadation.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
I'm
I
coming.
like those kind of rumors.
Yeah.
I'm going.
That's what my Twitter said this morning.
It's awesome. I mean, they're launching so many new things to keep the game, up and going and exciting. They'll release Pokemon that you can't get in the United States that you can only get in United Kingdom or whatever the case may be. And there's so many that they haven't brought out yet that they just have waiting in the wings, for...
Now, is this going to be a themed Pokemon, or is it one that we already know about?
You're going to have to come by, I guess.
I'm not
catch it.
even sure how it works. I wasn't into Pokemon when, I want to say when it was first out, but I guess it's been around forever, hasn't it?
We get Riker to show you.
Yeah.
He can.
That's kid.
He can tell you what the names are and how they evolve and what the names are of the evolutions.
He's going to be my mentor on several different issues.
You just have to put him in your pocket.
You
Absolutely.
guys hang out long enough. Merritt's going to have to decide who's teaching who what.
I got to hang out and have a few drinks with her mom before, man.
Yeah.
That was cool.
My
It was
mom is
very cool.
crazy.
You could tell when she had, just the right amount because she changed on me a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, my dad's the same all the time. He's just very mellow, and you just got to love him. I don't know how. Let's see. I'm 33. So they've been married for 34 years.
Right.
I don't know how he does it. The gentleman behind me can attest to how my dad puts up with my mom. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, we do know the guy who sat down with it. Okay.
We do.
Okay,
yes.
you scared me for a minute. We were just talking about your mom. I didn't know if we were going to a very rude joke or what.
No, he is a family friend of ours and a craft beer connoisseur.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's why he's here at the Oaken Barrel, which is the spot on the south side, right?
I'd really like to hear about this apple buzz, but I can't get John to come over here and talk to us about it.
Thank you, dear.
Let's cross our fingers.
Yeah, he's running around crazy anyway.
Well, this is like the biggest beer of the year that comes out.
Brother,
wow.
how you doing?
I am doing very well. Busy day, but
Yeah.
I'm doing. That's better than the other option.
It looks like it. He's running around with a beer, though. Not a full beer, a half-empty beer, so he's not delivering it. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing very well. They were busy making bottling our apple buzz first batch.
Uh-huh.
So
Which will be ready for human consumption when?
October 24th.
Okay, just a couple of weeks away.
Yep.
Are we having a big party to release it, or what's going on?
Well, we just release it here Monday morning, 11 a.m.
Oh,
Lines out the
Oh.
door.
we get growlers of this as well?
Nope, just 6-packs,
Oh, my
and then you're limited to 2 drinks per visit. So when you come in, you better order the 22-ouncer because you only get 2 of them.
That rare, huh?
Well, it's not that rare. It's just people get messed up. I mean, it's just one of those beers. It's
11
not just
o'clock
beer.
on a Monday morning, that sounds great to me.
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the way I live. So
Is there a limit to the quantity that you can buy?
I don't know the case limit yet. On Sundays, there's a law that limits you to 2 cases, but this will be on Monday. Whatever Kwong caps it at, I don't know what it's going to be yet. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4. I think it's been up to 5 cases, but I don't know.
So bring a friend.
Bring a friend.
so tell us, man, what is the buzz behind the apple buzz?
The buzz, that's our cult hit. That's everybody loves it. It's a beer brewed with Adrian's from Adrian Orchard, his cider, and we use some locally sourced honey as well. So it's a beer, it's a cider, it's a mead all squished together.
It's delicious.
Comes in around, but depending on the year, anywhere between 7 and 8%. I haven't done the math on this year's batch, so I have to wait till it's all done and average it out.
So it's seasonal, of course.
It's seasonal. We do it once a year. So
Late October through
till
it's gone?
Yeah, Adrian starts harvesting and pressing apples in the middle of September, depending on the weather and what Mother Nature says is good. And we get our cider as soon as I can, and then we release it mid to late October.
You're going to want them to sell this at House of Trepadation.
Yeah.
For sure.
How long has this been going on?
The buzz started, let's see, I think it started with Ken, of one of the former head brewers, about 10 years ago.
Really?
Maybe a little longer. Yeah, it's been around a while, and we were just doing one batch a year, and it was just small, and we'd have it on tap, and it'd be gone in a day or two, it seemed like. So then we started bottling it, and then we do 2 batches, big double batches, and then it was gone in-house in 2 weeks, and it was gone in cases that day. So now we're going to do about 900 cases this year, and it'll probably be gone in the first week. Most of them gone the first day.
So how many 6-packs can I buy when I come down?
Well, you might know somebody. You might be able to.
As I'm reaching for my wallet, John says this.
Well, we got to sample it today.
That's not enough, though. It's addictive.
No, it's not. I think whatever you gave me, we shared between 6 people.
Well, when we're done here, I will see if there's any more short fills back there. We might be able to do some product analysis.
My purse is going to go
control.
clink, clink, clink when I leave.
We can work on figuring out that math.
What else is going on down here at Oaken Barrel Brewing Company, brother?
Right now, it's just we're finishing up from the busy season. Fall's upon us, so the summer festivals are over, and just kind of catching up from a busy summer, and then also Apple Buzz. And I'm ready for it to slow down just a little bit, so I can just relax.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah,
do you know how to do that? Because every time I've seen you, you're running around crazy, and that looks like the norm for you.
Well,
not crazy part, but just the busy part.
Yeah. All summer it's 6-7 days a week, and then now in the winter I get to have the weekends off. So
He's got his galoshes on today.
yeah, I got my wellies on, so that's serious business.
I'm a 7-day-a-week guy too, and people ask me, when are you going to slow down? But it just seems normal to me.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm, a construction worker anymore, where I'm digging a hole or something for 8 hours straight. So doing 12 and 14 hours a day of something you love is not really work.
That's KJ's hours.
It wears you down.
I get emails at like 11:30 at night.
Yeah, consistently.
Yeah, we don't email you that late. We wait to email you, but we have plans.
We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, no, I get emails from him really late, and I reply. I mean, business never sleeps. If my clients need me, they need me.
That's something Angel and I were when we were first putting together the show, the Hot Reverend and Friends, and we were coming up with different plans. We would text each other back at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning because we had an idea, and for some reason both of us were up. She's happily married, and I'm doing my things.
Yeah.
But still, we were still working.
Those are my prime working hours right there.
Really? Is that when the mind runs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's when the phone quits ringing.
He does this thing first at 4.
Yeah.
The phone quits ringing if you turn it off. I don't know if you knew this or not. It'll save all those messages for you to turn it back on.
I have only done that 3 times in 11 years.
Really? I've done it 3 times today. All right, festival season is winding down, but you're gearing up for the Apple Buzz. What's after Apple Buzz? Is there a first quarter thing here at Oaken Barrel?
Well, I mean, we'll release our annual release of Pumpquan, which is a pumpkin ale.
Pumpquan. Wait, let's talk about this.
I don't know who that's named after, but
I think Quan may know.
Yeah, there's some guy with a huge head, kind of Asian looking, inside
Quan,
of a pumpkin.
John said that, Quan. I didn't say that.
Yes, I did. I really did. But that's that'll be around the beginning of November. And then what? Epiphany. I'll start brewing that. That's our Belgian triple. That's our Christmas beer. I'll try to have that ready, but by the second week of December.
I've never had that one.
That's a big 10%, 9.5%, 10% boozy Belgian triple.
That's
so are you only limited to one of those?
Well, you have 2 of those, and
someone else is driving.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's what you call advanced limousines to get you home. They have the new MKT town car.
Ah,
yes,
that's
sir.
a nice Uber.
That's like saying podcast. You're not allowed to say that word.
It is. That's what's saying. But the podcasts are trying to come up. They're trying to get better. So we're going to help them out if we can. Christmas beer. So how long does it take for you? I'm sorry, Merritt.
Oh, that's okay. Quan today mentioned that you guys have 2 festivals coming up. Do you know what those are?
We're doing an event tomorrow. That's it's a private event.
Sounds like Apple Buzz is going to be a festival in itself right here.
Well, yeah, it's a fun day here. It's very interesting.
How did Rock the Clock go?
Rock the Clock for its first year, it did all right. It was the weather was surprisingly warm. I mean, it was very warm, especially for early October, late September, and it was
Better that than rain.
Yeah, but I think it just scared a lot of people off. I mean, they stayed home, but we still. I mean, it was constant. It was consistent throughout the day.
That's
I think
awesome.
it's just, for a first year, they did a pretty good job, and I think that event's going to continue to grow.
Awesome.
So,
How long does it take for you with these seasonal beers? Like for Apple Buzz, how much time do you prepare for it, or your Christmas beer, or
well,
Pumpkin.
it depends on the style of beer, how long it takes to make.
I just love saying that.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. I saw you laugh at me.
I did.
We've named a few beers after Kwong. There've been King Kwong. There's Kwongaroo, Pump Kwong, Kwong O'Casey's Irish Ale. He is Irish, oddly enough. He doesn't
It's
look
strange,
it.
isn't
But,
it?
yeah, but
It's a badge of honor, though. I mean, it's not like we're making fun of the guy. It's a badge of honor.
oh no, he's definitely earned that. I mean,
Well, how long does it take to prepare for one of these?
so most of our beers, I can make it. I mean, the actual process of making the beer is about 2 weeks. From grain to glass, about 2 weeks. Lagers take around 3 months. But those are a little bit different. But now preparing, like the logistics behind it and getting ready and lining everything up, especially for the Apple Buzz, there's a lot of like communication with George Adrian, and then our honey guy, which I had to jump through a lot of loops this year. Honey is it's sometimes really hard to find, you know.
Didn't they just put the bees on the endangered species list for here?
Yeah. And I try to stay away from the corporate bees. I want to use the farmers who just keep the local bees, not the ones that get shipped around all the country and get worked to death. And so it's really hard for those guys because there's not a lot there anymore.
Right.
So.
Right.
Your job sounds pretty cool.
I'm telling you, I want to know more about this. Why does a lager take 3 months?
Well, it's the type of yeast.
Okay.
So lager in German means to rest.
Okay.
So you make a beer and you let it rest for anywhere from 1.5, 2 months, and then it's nice and crisp.
So do I get the cool private tour before I leave to see Apple Buzz in the works?
Well, it's not done. I think they just finished up. So we can go
I always
back there.
miss it.
We can go back there and take
I
pictures.
got my galoshes on.
There we go. She does, doesn't she? Yeah. All right. Do you ever experiment? That's what I had a mental block there for a minute. That was all me, people. Do you ever experiment? Do you have time for that with different brews? And
Yes, we do. Summertime, it's really busy. We don't have as much time. But my brewer, my brewer back there, Sarah, she just made we took our raspberry wheat, which is a super popular beer. Everybody loves it. And we mixed some, she put some hibiscus in it. So it turned it like super pink and gave it that floral flavor that you get from hibiscus. Like a lot of people like the hibiscus tea or whatnot. And it was just super popular. We took it to all the summer festivals, the big summer festivals, and people it was super. It's just like fluorescent pink, and then add a great flavor to it. A little bit tart, but with the raspberry flavor in it as well.
would that be something you do again?
We're gonna try. We're gonna try to upscale it. That's one of the goals this winter is just to figure out how to upscale that for next summer. But like to dose a beer, it's not clog up the works with all those hibiscus petals. It's kind of difficult. So we're just shooting ideas back and forth how to do that, and then we'll scale the recipe up. And
That's how some of the beers came to be, correct? They were just experiments that went right.
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of people have like little small systems and they do like little pilot batches. Here we just we go all in. It's just like we got 15 barrels. Let's see what we can do. So normally that's how we do our experimentation. But then we'll take some of our beers and just mess with them.
And mess with it.
Yeah. One year, when I first was here, we did a tobacco beer. We used some pipe tobacco and we aged it on our porter, and it smelled so delicious. The aroma was amazing, and then it tasted really good. But then once you drank it, it was just like you got some of Grandpa's chow, and you swallowed it. It was like, it was awful. But it was just, that's some of the fun part of experimenting. You just, sometimes you swing, and sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. So,
The batting average here, though, is by far superseded a lot. I mean, you guys have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of history, we have a lot of knowledge from all the past brewers all the way up to today, and we know a lot of what's going to work on our system, what's going to work here and what's not.
Yep.
But sometimes you just want to go out in left field and just pick clovers and chase bees, and we do that. That's part of just having fun.
I've done that before when I bought my first bright pink limousine.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I
was
understand.
talking to your driver yesterday, and I was like, the fleet's like, what, 26 now? And she said, no, I think it's like 34.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super exciting. I
Yeah.
mean, did you ever expect you to be here where you are today?
I did not. No, I never knew I'd be in the limousine service as a commercial limousine provider. No. Nope. I was a licensed electrician coming out of high school when I bought my first one.
So what's the light bulb that said, let's buy a limousine?
When the phone wouldn't quit ringing.
Okay.
That's
remember.
why he doesn't turn it off, right?
I can remember the day I was standing on a 12-foot ladder in the middle of somebody's living room hanging a ceiling fan, and my phone rang, and I told the customer, I was an electrician. I told the customer, ma'am, I got to run out to the truck and grab some parts. I'll be right back. Well, as soon as that front door shut, I answered the cell phone. Limousines, how can I help you? I ran to the truck, and I'm writing down the reservation on the back of her work order. I go back in the house, climb back up on the ladder, going to finish the install. The phone rings again. I took 7 phone calls during that ceiling fan install. I went back home, reevaluated things, and I said, this is getting pretty silly. And I took an FMLA leave of absence, and Advanced Limousines was born that day.
That's
That is
very
awesome.
cool.
Yep.
We've heard that's just very cool. We've heard the history of Oaken Barrel, on this show. But let's talk a little bit about it for our new listeners. We've gained some more.
I'm intrigued by that, actually. By all there's got to, being an entrepreneur, my mind's always thinking about processes and all of that. I'm thinking about all the data that you have to have, all of the recipes and the history that has to be behind your job to be able to.
Let's start with the naming. How about that? The naming not only of the business, but how you get the names for the different brews as well.
Okay, well, Oaken Barrel, it started in 94. There was 3 original guys. It was Brooke Belli, Kwong, Casey, and then Billy Fulton. Quan is the sole owner now, but they started Oaken Barrel here down on the south side, a brew pub restaurant. It was never going to work, blah, 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 blah.
They wanted to call it the Oaken Bucket.
And they wanted to name it the Oaken Bucket after the IU-Purdue rivalry, football rivalry. But I believe it was it was what IU lawyers, I think. And they're like, no, you can't do that. They need their cut or whatever. So
Copyrights.
they were looking at it, and it's like, well, the bucket kind of looks like a barrel, and boom.
It looks more like a barrel than a bucket.
Yeah, so it's Oaken Barrel was born right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now with the beers, some of them are just named after like Gnawbone. That's Gnawbone, Indiana. Gnaubony, because it was French explorers.
Sure.
No, that's just a bunch of BS. But
Again, there's a local musician with a album titled Gnawbone.
yes, you was telling me about that last time.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember.
the very first time I checked in here for a meeting, he had commented on the check-in. So, and that's what I guess made the connection for me because I didn't even think about it. Past
Yep.
guest friend of the show, Will Scott.
Awesome.
I was trying to call him Will Smith every single time, Merritt, and he is so not Will Smith.
I knew my dad loves their beer, and I can remember coming in here as a kid and going and sitting in the back room or out on the patio, and I knew what Snake Pit Porter meant. Like I knew where Snake Pit derived from, so that's really cool.
Yeah, the Snake Pit, that's good because it's a history lesson now. Now it's not really there anymore. I mean,
Yep.
apparently it's back, but it's not ever going to be what it was.
No.
Not since the 70s, no.
No, I remember my first 500, we sat in Snake Pit. I'm sure. I don't know if it was my dad's intentions, but that's I saw
It
a lot
led
of
you to where you are today.
yes, exactly.
Spending
That's
your
why
day
I'm a
in
brewer,
brew every day.
Yep.
of the things I saw in Snake Pit. So.
Well, what about some of the other names you can mention real quick?
Well, I mean, Indiana Amber is just it's obviously just
Sure.
what it is. Alabaster, what is Alabaster? It has something to do with what is Alabaster? Good Lord.
Isn't it
I'm drawing a brain fart now.
Does it have to do with the coloring?
Is it? I don't know.
This is where Quan
Let's
comes in
revisit
super
that one.
handy.
Yes.
His stories are just amazing. The first episode, I tell everybody to go back and listen to that episode if you can. I mean, the stories that he has and the history of this place, and it's awesome. Like the room that we're sitting in, I mean, they needed this because you guys were running out of space.
Oh, yeah, because this was never going to succeed, and so we had no room for all the customers.
Yeah.
They had to add on. And Quan actually helped put all this he helped build the room.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's all hands in. It's just not, you know, we all pitch in. We work together.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the brewery. It's not the kitchen. It's not the wait staff. It's not the owners. It's not the management. It's all of us together.
Yep.
Team.
And that's some of the secret, I think, to the success here.
Well,
So-
there's been a lot of brewers that have come through here and gone on to other breweries. I mean, you guys have a connection with pretty much everybody in town.
Oh yeah. Nuvo, Rita Cohn from Nuvo, she put out a list of all the brewery connections in Indiana, and yeah, Oaken Barrel is just like one of those big solid trunks in a tree. It's just everybody's kind of branching off from it.
So I had a question today from a customer actually on the Mug Club.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it a waiting list to get onto that first tier of the Mug Club?
Well, it's probably because we don't have room to store enough glasses for people who want to
Okay.
be part of it. So it was meant to be just for that core group, and it at the beginning it worked, but now that we keep growing and growing, and everybody wants that elite status of Mug Club membership.
Oh man, it is something else to behold. So you start off with a glass mug, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the next tier?
You'll get a pewter mug. So I think what you basically you get on the waiting list, and when something opens up, you're there.
Right.
And then you start over, and after I think it's 1,000 visits, then you can have your pewter mug.
1,000 or 2,000 visits for their pewter
It's
mug.
1,000
Wow.
for the pewter, and then after 2,000, we have a potter who will make you your own ceramic stein-like.
Yes.
How awesome
It's,
is
It's
that?
it's
awesome.
personalized, has your name on it.
Who makes those wonderful pewter mugs for you?
That's why the pewter mugs. Well, there's this graphic company. Is it
Do you
ASG?
people understand yet how all this works? It's all networking. It's all intertwined.
That
JL
lovely
Media-
shirt you have on.
JL Media has a trunk as well, brother. 34 different limos.
Yes, sir.
Do you name all those?
No, we number them.
Just numbers. You
I'm
don't
not
love
good.
that
I'm
much.
not good with names.
They have some really cool things in their fleet that a lot of people don't have. So it's really awesome to see.
What's
And
your
you have
most
some history
unique?
in your building too, correct?
Yeah. There's a lot of history there.
It used to be a fire station.
That's right.
So they're in
You still have the
like
pole.
Wanamaker.
You have to have the pole.
Everybody asks that. We don't.
Yeah, I
They
think
built-
I've asked that before.
I think we bought the only fire station in the city that never had a pole.
Oh, that's not
The
cool.
best we got was a staircase.
Okay. I guess that works.
Yeah,
I
it worked for them.
I've been trying to get a pole back in the brewery, but quarantine's-
We talked about that a few times actually.
Oh, my goodness. No room for mugs, but we're going to get a pole in
Yeah.
the back. I love that. John had a good question for you, KJ.
The most unique limousine that we've got, I would have to say, is probably our triple axle Hummer. We've got a Hummer that is double stretched. That means they cut the vehicle twice. So they cut it in between the front door and the back door, stretched it 200 inches. Then they cut it in between the rear door and the back bumper and cut it and stretched it another 100 inches. So it's 300-inch stretch, 46 feet bumper to bumper. It's got 3 axles under the rear end, seats 26 people.
Jeez.
There's only a
That's
handful
got to
of
be a bear to drive through at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I couldn't imagine. She was making turns last night through downtown
Uh-huh.
like nobody's business. And
Yeah.
I rode in my husband's semi. Like, I don't know, this little tiny little thing driving this limo. And we were only in an 8-passenger, I think. The 8-passenger white.
Probably, yeah.
Amazing to me.
Yeah.
She's just doing her thing.
Yeah, there's only a handful of those Hummers in the country, and John, you're right. There's only a select few folks that I like to put behind the driver's wheel of that.
So you're the one that drives it?
No, not myself.
Really?
If you could imagine trying to run that truck 46 feet down Broad Ripple Avenue or downtown, I'm not too excited about that.
Well, my Lincoln's probably 12 foot, and I don't like driving through Broad Ripple.
Yeah.
Downtown scares me sometimes when I'm drinking. Every time when I'm drinking, to be honest.
Yeah.
Then you need to call and get a ride.
Yeah, we can set you up.
Absolutely. So how does one, I guess, qualify to drive this Hummer?
You got to have a significant amount of experience behind you, and then with your tenure with our company, you've got to be accident free.
And
Okay.
do you have to have a certain
accident-
license?
Forever? Or?
Forever. Accident free could be anything from a bump to a scrape to a.
This is work-related accident-free, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Knock on wood, because I'm still here.
Do you have to have a Class A to drive?
You have to have a CDL, yes, because
Okay.
of the passenger capacity, not because of air brakes or anything like that. But anything that's seating more than 15 passengers, you have to have a CDL.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, they get tricky. You don't have to have a CDL. You have to have a bus endorsement. And in order
Okay.
to have a bus endorsement, you have to have a CDL.
Got it. Yep.
Special insurance, too, I'm assuming.
$5 million.
Oh, my God.
$5 million in coverage.
Oh my. Okay, so what are the company rules about intoxicated parties and such? Because I know that you have, bachelor parties and bachelorette kind of stuff going on.
Well, we're there to
That's the only time we drink.
not on a Wednesday afternoon at Oaken Barrel.
Or on a Tuesday on a Pokemon Go tour.
Right.
Or
right.
on Monday morning when Apple Buzz comes out.
At 11.
Mm-hmm.
At 11.
At 11. We're there to provide a service. We want everybody to get home, safe and whatnot. So we're not really too strict on that. They can bring their own beer, but we don't hold a liquor license, so we don't provide any alcohol or anything like that. But if they wanted to bring anything, then they're welcome to do so. And that's why I say earlier, we're very familiar with Oaken Barrel. We've been here several dozen times because we do a lot of the brewery tours, a lot of wine tours. And now they're mixing them where bachelorette parties will team together, and we'll spend the morning at the wineries and the afternoons at the breweries, and then they end up at a restaurant for dinner or whatnot. So,
that just sounds like a fun day in general to me.
does.
I mean,
Traveling around a limo to different wineries or breweries? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is
We
a
need to
great idea.
Come up with a name for that. They do that down in Louisville. It's called the Urban Bourbon Trail. So we need something around here like that.
that's one of our good friends, Jaco Limousines, down there in Louisville, Kentucky. That's
shout
running
out
that.
to Chaco. All right.
My parents have done that a few dozen times.
Yeah.
See, I've done the Bourbon Trail, but I was in my vehicle.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna- You're going to have to fix that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of, I guess Indianapolis has a couple of different bus lines that we do short brewery tours, but, it's a bus.
Yeah.
Limo's something different.
I'm
So-
used to short buses.
You're right. They are all short buses for a reason, I'm assuming.
It's a whole different experience, really, but it's a great time, and especially when you pull up to a brewery like Oaken Barrel and they're welcoming your guest, and it makes us look that much better when we pull up out front, and the guest has an amazing time. Plus, they can grab food while they're here, which helps us out later in the day.
Absolutely. And you guys done a great job of perfecting that business, though. I was really surprised when yesterday, as soon as she pulled up, I got a text message saying that your driver had arrived. And those aren't things that you encounter, when you go to do that. I've done a million different limousine services, and your guys' experience was by far the best as a consumer.
Well, we appreciate that, but much like you were speaking earlier, is we've got a significant amount of experience behind it that's taken trial and error to make what works great.
Well, another thing that you two both have in common is the recognition of your employees. I mean, what Quan does for you guys and what you do for your employees is a big part of that. That's why you guys have good team members that have been with you guys for a really long time. You left and actually came back, right, John?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I
So-
left and this is home. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Now you're stuck forever.
That's what I was thinking earlier when he said that Quan helped build this room, and I'm thinking last week I'm changing oil and tires. I get it.
Yep. You do what you got to do.
There's never anything I'll ask my staff to do that I won't do.
Yep.
Is 34 enough?
34 is too many, Johnny. I wanted to really be at about 17 or 18.
Okay, but somehow you have 34.
I
so
accidentally got to 34.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Can you explain the accident? Because I'd love to hear this
I
story.
don't like to tell people no. And then, in the summertime when things are kicking off and you're getting the requests for these, brew tours and wine tours and weddings and concerts and everything else going on around the city, there's not enough inventory in the city for a quality service.
Sure.
And so people are calling, well, can you do this? Can you do that? I dealt with one this morning, lady wanting a limousine for her daughter's 16th birthday Saturday from 1 to 4. I've got 22 weddings scheduled this Saturday. It's challenging to tell somebody that I need to move your wedding 15 minutes shorter so that I can accommodate this 16th birthday. So there's been situations where we've literally went out and bought cars so that we didn't tell people no.
Wow.
And that's how you end
that's
up
a
with
good guy.
34.
And that's how you accidentally end up with 34.
So in the fleet, how many are limousines or how many are like a town car type?
So our standard vehicles are at 13 at the moment. Those consist of sedans, SUVs, and vans. And then the remainder would be stretches, anything from an 8-passenger all the way up to the 26-passenger.
Okay. And you guys do the party buses as well, right?
We don't do the party buses. we do the mini coach buses.
Okay.
Which is a lot. It's pretty common with like wedding shuttles and group transportation, things like that.
Okay.
Now, one of the buses have a pole in it? Because
No.
I've seen pictures of. That's not yours.
Oh.
Okay. I was just I had to ask.
We had the vertical support the vertical support before, but our insurance company didn't think too fond of that.
I understand.
So we had to get rid of the vertical support, and then suddenly we had to get rid of the bus because the insurance industry isn't too fond of the party bus scene at all.
I can see that.
So here's a burning earning question.
Wait, can I just say I love the term vertical support?
I
absolutely love that. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's creative marketing.
Vertical sport and roll bars.
There's no more sunroofs in any of the limos. Did they remove those on purpose?
2004, there was a gentleman that fell out of one in New York City, and they fixed that for the entire industry.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So now there's a DOT regulation that if the rear hatch does not open, there has to be a roof hatch.
Really?
So that's why you'll see a lot of buses that have those swing out windows.
Mm-hmm.
That's so they don't have to put a roof hatch.
Okay.
Was that guy in New York named Dick? I mean, I don't know.
Remember all the movies with people in limos in the big
Yeah.
city standing up in the sun? I mean, that was a thing.
Mm-hmm. I remember going downtown and seeing girls, on their bachelorette parties hanging out. Yeah.
As a passenger, it's really fun. As the business owner, it's really scary.
And
Yeah, I
now
can
the windows
imagine.
don't even go down all the way. Like they're only going down half.
Thankful for that. Thank you, Lincoln.
Well, I'm
Oh.
super excited. You missed out on the whole haunted house thing, but KJ has his hands in 75,000 pots, and he is a haunted house owner.
Which one?
It's called House of Trepadation, downtown on Meridian Street, just south of Shapiro's Deli, 1929 South Meridian. This is our second year.
2 minutes from ASG
You got
Unlimited.
it. That way we can pick up all of our signs within 2 hours' notice.
Yeah, no, not even. 24 minutes. Merritt, can you get me all these signs in 24 minutes?
Hey, my guy's outside. Can you walk those out too?
I'll leave it in the mailbox for you, KJ.
That's that customer service. That's what brings us back.
I know.
That's
And
absolutely.
he was Larry. You were Larry because you were very loyal to your previous sign
You got it.
companies. So,
They delivered every time within 7 to 9 days.
yep. We're on a 20-minute notice, so we're kicking it. Rocking
No,
it.
we don't try to abuse you too bad. But honestly, the customer service with the quality versus the price, it's well worth it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Any parting words from House of Trepidation or Advance?
House of Trepadation, we open Friday, 7 o'clock. Check us out, 317haunts.com. Come down, bring your friends. All of our waiting's indoors. The rain does not affect our show at all.
Sweet.
3 attractions, 20,000 square feet.
Super exciting. I
In
can't wait to
advance?
go. I paid a pretty penny for some tickets through the poker tournament.
Uh-huh.
I bid on those. So we're going to have dinner and haunted house tickets.
So maybe we'll see some live Facebook footage of Merritt falling in the floor.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so mean. I told my husband what you said too about the hat, by the way.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll post it to the JL Media page.
That'll work. Absolutely. Any parting words from Advance?
Advanced Limousines. We cater any events. 34 different options for you to choose from. 317limousines.com. You can make your reservations right there.
There we go. We're going to put JL Media's seal of approval on both of these businesses. And we know it's already on Oaken Barrel. Any parting words from Oaken Barrel, John? Besides, yes, Johnny, I'm going to get you that testimonial pretty quick here.
It's already halfway done in my head.
My brother.
You better be here at 8 a.m. waiting in line on October 24th for Apple Buzz.
Yeah, come out and see us on October 24th. Watch the shit show because that's what it is. Get you some apple buzz. Maybe take some home if you like it.
I'm going to need to unwind because my Walking Dead show starts the night before, so in Broad Ripple. So I'll just go home, drop off all the equipment. I'll just be in the parking lot waiting on you guys
Can
to
we have a
open up.
special menu, like a brunch menu that day? We'll just meet here for brunch first.
There you go.
Well, you can come to the brewery and do whatever you want. I mean,
Okay.
you guys got to pass. So.
Good.
Apple Buzz is what we're looking for, October 24th.
Indeed.
What's the website here, brother?
Our website, oakenbarrel.com.
There we go. That is John, the head brewer, and I guess you
Our
hands are
good
pretty much
friend.
in everything.
Well, I'm a master pintsman. I'm a what, the head motherfucker in charge has a HMIN. Am I allowed to say these things on your radio show?
Dude, actually, this is your show, so whatever you
Okay.
want to do for Oaken, that was an Oaken Barrel comment
right.
anyway, so that's all you.
The shop's right there. My talk is just so.
and all-around drummer too, right?
I used to be. I still play a little bit. I dick around with my kids, but
I've seen the pictures, so I can't let it go, brother. That can't be. It used to be you.
I still play, but not as well as I used to. I'm a dad and a brewer now, so
I understand.
I focus on those.
That's got to be a pretty cool job, though.
Being a dad?
No,
Yeah,
I'm sure
that
being
too.
a dad is super
Yeah.
awesome, but I see your posts with your son. No, being a head brewer. I mean, that's just got to be one of those cool gigs to have.
I've manufactured a lot of things. I was a metal worker, I was a woodworker, but making beer has definitely trumped those. Yeah, I mean, it's
Good.
still, you're making things, you're responsible.
People stand in line at 11 o'clock on a Monday
Yeah.
to get your product. You've made it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not that bad. And if I have a bad day, I just pour one of these. And
Yeah,
it's all
it's
good.
much better.
It's like bartending or even running internet radio shows. It's a lot of fun, but it's hard work too.
Yes.
People who don't do it don't understand it. Just make it look like fun.
Yeah.
So
You have to enjoy the work, or
that means we're doing it right.
that's right.
ASG Unlimited. Any parting words, Miss Merritt, who, by the way, has become a great interviewer. You were a little hesitant the first time on the mic, and now you're an old
I
pro.
still don't think I could record a commercial with you. He's watching me, and I'm having to record a commercial as he's staring at me.
She's
I
a
can't-
beautiful lady. See,
I
like
can't
John
do
is
it.
right now.
I'm staring too. I can't help it.
I can't do it. You do it all the time. You do videos and commercials, and I don't know how you guys do that.
So, any parting words from ASG?
No, if you need any marketing items, come by and see us. We're at 3747 South Meridian Street. We're just north of Hannah Avenue on the right-hand side. Ask for Merritt Day. We can help you with all of your marketing needs. Literally anything that you can put a logo on it, I can make it for you. We have amazing customer service. There's a few gentlemen here to attest to that. So we'd love to have your business. 317-786-SIGNS, 317-786-7446, and
It
ask for
is
Merritt.
ASG Unlimited. Ask for Merritt. Tell them Johnny Lyles sent you. Oaken Barrel, we really appreciate you letting us set up, brother.
Thank you, Johnny.
Another live from episode in the books. Guys, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Cheers.